Hello students, today we are going to discuss chapter 4 science of NCERT, that is heat. So let's get started. So today we are going to discuss heat chapter. So we are doing first, we will do the introduction part. So in chapter 3 you have learned that woolen clothes are made from animal fibers and cotton clothes are made from plant fibers. So how we feel in winter, we feel some thunder, so to keep us warm, what we do wear woolen clothes. Woolen clothes keep us warm, and in the same way we keep the cotton clothes to keep us cool, like this. So these are cotton clothes and these are woolen clothes. So how do we find how hot or cold an object is, and how do we know whether an object is hot or cold? Means we are talking about the temperature, how we feel and how we can find out that whether it is hot or cold an object is, or how we feel. So let's explore. So let's do an activity. So here is a list of objects. So we find with our experience that it is cold or warm. Like in ice cream, it is cold. Spoon in a teacup, of course it is hot. Fruit juice, keep us cool, right? And handle of a fry pan, so it must be hot. Got it? So from this activity we find that from our experience by touching we can find that some objects are cold and while some are hot. You also know that some objects are hotter than others, some are colder than others. So how do we decide this? So let's play another activity. This is activity 4.1. So in this activity we will take 3 small tubs or containers and we will label them as A, B and C. Now put cold water in container A, like this is container A. Okay, this is B and this is C. Fine. So in container A put cold water and hot water in container B and mix up of some cold and hot water in container C. Now dip your left hand in container A, right hand in container B. So after keeping the hands in some time, for about 2 to 3 minutes, put both hands simultaneously in container C. What do you feel? I think you may confuse that it is hot or cold. So sometimes it may deceive us. ये हमें confuse करता है. अगर हमने इसमें fill किया तो we find it that yes, this is hot. इसमें हमने hand डाला तो yeah, we find this is cold. But when we mix it though, so sometimes we get confused. So what we conclude? So we conclude that a fact, temperature. A reliable measure of hotness of an object is its temperature. So how hot is an object? So the measure of hotness is called its temperature, and how it is measured? It is measured by a device called thermometer. So we will discuss thermometer in the later in this chapter. So till now it is temperature and thermometer. Now we have 2 types of thermometers we are going to study. First is clinical thermometer. And clinical thermometer, the main fact is that it measures our body temperature. And how it looks? It looks like this. Got it? You can see this in your book also. It has a long and a narrow glass tube. You can see bulb at one end. So one end it has a bulb and it contains a mercury, this part. Outside the bulb a small shining thread can be seen. This is Celsius scale and it reads the temperature of about 35 to 40 degrees Celsius. We write it as, or we read it as Celsius, मीन्स हम इसमें अपना टेम्परेचर चेक कर सकते हैं, हमारा बॉडी टेम्परेचर। इट इज़ एक नैरो ट्यूब होती है ग्लास की, जिसके एक एंड में बल्ब होता है, इट कंटेन्स मरकरी। सिंपल। एंड इट इज मेजर्ड इन डिग्री सेल्सियस। And normal body temperature is what? Our body temperature is 37 degrees centigrade. So let us find how to we read a thermometer. In the previous slide we have seen that how a thermometer looks. Now we will study how to read a thermometer. So see, this girl is reading thermometer, but how she is reading? Let's find out. So see, first we have to note that difference indicated between two bigger marks, means like there is 36 and 37. So we will note the difference and the number of divisions. Like in between the 36 and 37, suppose there are 10 divisions. Now suppose the bigger marks read 1 degree and there are 5 divisions. चलो हमने मान लिया कि उसके बीच में 5 divisions हैं. Then one small division can read 0.2 degree centigrade. Okay, ensure that it falls below 35 degree centigrade, means before reading a thermometer ensure that it falls below 35 degree centigrade. Now place your thermometer under your tongue. आप इसे अपने टंग के अंडर में रखें and now wait for a minute and then take out the thermometer and note the reading. So whatever the reading the thermometer showing, that is your body temperature. And we have discussed earlier also that normal body temperature of human body is 37 degree centigrade. Simple. Now next is our laboratory thermometer. So see, laboratory thermometer we can't use it for measuring the body temperature. It is used in the laboratory. So let's check how it works. So for the checking we will do the exercise or activity 4.4. So we will take, हमने क्या लिया इसमें, some tap water in a beaker or a mug और हमने उसमें एक thermometer डाला. But don't touch the side or bottom. But हमने thermometer को कैसे रखा कि हमने उसका bottom touch नहीं किया और ना ही हमने उसके side में touch की. We keep it under. Observe the movement of mercury. Now we will observe the movement and lastly we will note the reading. तो जो भी reading हमारा आया after 1 minute or some time, it is the temperature of water at that time. So clearly thermometer shows the temperature of any object. Simply जैसे हमने वहाँ पे last activity में हमने cold water और tap water use किया था, we will in the next activity we will do with the same with the hot water. Again we will dip the thermometer and we will watch the mercury thread until it becomes steady. Mercury जो है thermometer के अंदर वो it keeps increasing and when it becomes steady, जब वो रुक जाए, जब fix हो जाए, then we will note the temperature. Now take out the thermometer from water. So before taking out, note the temperature कि what is the temperature of the hot water. Now जैसे ही हम उस thermometer को बाहर निकालेंगे, what happens? We will see that the immediately laboratory thermometer, the temperature falls down. It falls. So we come to the conclusion that we do not use laboratory thermometer as to check our body. So here is a question: can you use a thermometer to measure your body temperature? Of course, no. And why does the mercury not fall or use in a clinical thermometer when we taken out of the mouth? But जब हम clinical thermometer use कर रहे थे, then the mercury was not coming down. Why? Because of a special factor. So let's discuss. So it is because of the kink present in the clinical thermometer. So ये जो part है हमारा, इसे we called it kink and it prevents mercury level from falling down. Understand? It reverses mercury levels from falling down. सो इन दैट वे हमारा जो क्लिनिकल थर्मोमीटर है वो हमारे बॉडी टेम्परेचर को मेंटेन करता है फॉर सम टाइम एंड वी कैन सी व्हाट इज आवर बॉडी टेम्परेचर. So that was all about in this part. Hope you enjoyed. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you.